Hey, good morning. I will remind you, this is God's Word. Today we're going to be continuing in Genesis 38, the story of Joseph. I normally don't make any comments as I read from the Bible. I didn't do it in Mark, haven't done it in Genesis, but today I need to make a comment. Chapter 38 of Genesis, I can't decide if it's PG-13 or R. I'll let you make that decision by yourself. But you may want to cover your ears. You may want to send the children out of the room. But one thing I love about the Bible, it does not beat around the bush. And this story is an example of it. And before you make up your mind about old sorry Judah in this chapter, by the end of this book, at Genesis 49 and 50, he becomes the hero. So here we go. In the course of time, the wife of Judah, Shua's daughter, died. When Judah was comforted, he went up to Timnah with his sheep herders, he and his friend Hiram the Adullamite. And when Tamar was told, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep, she took off her widow's garments and covered herself with a veil, wrapping herself up, and sat at the entrance to Edim, which was on the road to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown up, and she had not been given him in marriage. And when Judah saw her, he thought she was a prostitute, for she had covered her face. He turned to her at the roadside and said, "Come, let me come in to you." For he did not know that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, "What will you give me that you may come into me?" He answered, "I will send you a young goat from the flock." And she said, "If you give me a pledge until you send it." He said, "What pledge shall I give you?" She replied, "Your signet and your cord and your staff that is in your hand." So he gave them to her and went into her, and she conceived by him. Then she arose and went away, and taking off her veil, she put on the garments of her widowhood. When Judah sent the young goat by his friend Adullamite to take back the pledge from the woman's hand, he did not find her. And he asked the men of the place, "Where is the cult prostitute who is at Edim at the roadside?" They said, "No cult prostitute has been here." So he returned to Judah and said, "I've not found her." Also the men of the place said, "No cult prostitute has been here." And Judah replied, "Well, let her keep the things as her own, or we should be laughed at. You see, I sent this goat, and you did not find her." Once again, this is God's Word. May He bless the reading of it.